Alrighty, hey everybody, what's going on? This is your nerdy friend PT.4. I welcome you guys back to another Iruna Online live stream of mine, and today we are going to be continuing on with doing Full Main Quest Episode 1 Part 4. Last time we left off, which was like nothing shy of about like 2 or 3 days ago, we recently stopped at Manula City MQs because I didn't realize that when we were finished with the Capital City L-Band MQs that it was going to send me to Manula City first and not Port Spargus. So what we're going to do, we're going to run all of Manula City MQs today and hopefully get some of Port Spargus MQs done. I know we're probably not going to get all of Port Spargus MQs done today, but we'll try to at least get half of the Port Spargus MQ lineup done, as well as get all of the Manula City MQs done. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, I haven't been playing on my enchanter at all since the last video, since the last stream/video, so she's pretty much still the same way. Her equipment is pretty much the same. I didn't go and upgrade any of her equipment because I haven't been playing on her. I've been playing on my Beast Knight, trying to come up with a equipment build for him for his new upcoming skills that's coming out, and I've been playing on my ninja and stuff like that, so I've just been busy on my other classes, and I haven't really gave Pyra any sort of attention and or love, so I figured today, why not play on her. And hold on, I need to wipe off my keys because they are like slippery. Yeah, slippery. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, but keys was slippery because I haven't wiped off my keyboard in a minute, so my keys was like slippery from me sweating and always hammering on the keys because I'm always on my keyboard and mouse no matter what I do. But anyways, we're gonna head on over to the, I'm gonna just show you guys real quickly. We're heading over to the Shoujo boss inside of the Misaka gate area. We're gonna go fight Sojo, and then from here on we're gonna go fight Gankaku, Ganai, Manjuya, and the rest of the every other boss that's inside of Manula City, and then from there we should be done, and we should be heading on over to Port Spargus main quest where we go fight Metal Brow and all them. Now I need to zoom out because I am super close, and Morsame is just covering like the entire screen with the back of his head. I need him to stop blocking the screen with the back of his head, so I need to zoom out a bit, and we go ahead and head on out. Now, I don't know, honestly, to be completely honest with y'all, I don't know if I'm gonna be truly hunting to try to get silent kill for my ninja, and here's the reason why. I was looking at all the statistics and stuff of Silent Kill and how it's supposed to be used and what type of equipment builds and stuff you gotta get for Silent Kill and all that. And I've seen tons of gameplay on Silent Kill versus other skills like Backstab, Zero Ray, and you know, a couple other skills. And for me, it seemed to have looked like that not Imperial Ray, Silent Kill is a good skill, but it's just really it's a really hard skill to micromanage. And what I mean by micromanage is, I mean it's a really difficult skill to sort of like keep using consistently and build around, because you have to get every little detail of that skill almost to the T. Like, you got to get it so perfect, because if you, like, for instance, as far as like the damage numbers go for it, the damage numbers fluctuate on the skill depending on how much magic attack, normal attack, and critical damage you have for Silent Kill. Now, the more critical damage you can have critical damage in your status build and your equipment build and stuff like that for a Silent Kill, but you can't have too much because the damage will be small because you didn't you didn't build around having enough magic attack damage as well as critical damage and strength. You can't have too much magic attack damage because then your critical damage overall for Silent Kill will be low, and then you can't have too much normal attack damage because if you have too much normal attack damage, your overall DPS for Silent Kill will be small. Now, with all that being said, you can only deal the highest amount of damage with Silent Kill once you get to your last clone, which you can only pretty much do if you do dual clones by just using Desperate Move alone, or using Boshin no Jutsu, which is what pretty much everybody uses who's on the Silent Kill ninja. You just pretty much use Boshin no Jutsu and use like two silent kills, and then they clone. And for me, I just feel as though the skill is nice, the skill is good, it does good damage, don't get me wrong. You can definitely deal some really high damage with silent kill, but for me it's like I don't want a skill that I have to spend too much time working around just to get it to do what I want it to do. I want skills and abilities that just do what I want it to do just straight off the bat. No with no type of drawbacks to it or no type of backdrops. Like for instance with High Wizards and in Bandersnatch and Zero Ray, there's no backdrop for Zero Ray. It's like the pretty much, well, there is a backdrop for Zero Ray, but it's not as great as Silent Kill. It's like the only drawback for Zero Ray is you have to use Bandersnatch and Grigori in order for you to get the assault proc buff effects, so you can deal high damage with Zero Ray. But that's not such a high backlash as far as stipulations goes for the skills, that it's something that you don't want to use or work towards because it's something to be easily managed. You can easily manage using Zero Ray and Bandersnatch on a High Wizard rather than using Silent Kill on a SK Ninja, because with Silent Kill on a SK Ninja you have to micromanage too much. As I said before, you have to hold on, before I continue on, I killed that boss so quickly, it was just running my mouth. I wasn't even really paying attention to the fight, I was just more so running my mouth instead of paying attention. But that boss fight went fairly quickly. But anyways, going back to what I was talking about, with Silent Kill, you just have to micromanage way too much, man. And for me, it's like I want to use Silent Kill because I want to be able to do really, really good damage with the skill. I want to be able, to hit like 400k or so or more with the skill, but I don't want to have to sit up here and use a basically a restricted build just purely around that skill alone, just so I can do the highest amount of damage I can with the skill. And then I can't have pretty much barely any survivability with that skill because I can't use more than 3 clones, or else my damage will be extremely low for Silent Kill, which I do not like about that skill. I don't like that the more clones you get, the less damage you deal. But the less clones you have, like if you have 1 clone, as I said before, you'll deal the highest amount of damage with the skill. You're basically giving up all your survivability on your ninja just for 1 skill to do a high amount of damage. And for me, that doesn't seem worth it, because survivability in any type of RPG game should be always highly considered better off than more so than damage. Even if the class is a glass cannon based class, survivability should be of your utmost priority. And for me, that's what it is for me. As y'all can see from most of my classes that I have, or actually all my classes that I have, I don't value damage more than I value survivability. Other people in this game, they'll value damage more so than survivability. They'll build their entire class around just pure damage, and they'll have like the lowest survivability possible. They'll be the weakest glass cannon based class you've ever seen in your life, but they'll be the same ones who's doing the highest amount of damage. I'm not like that. I don't like building characters in games or building classes in certain RPG games where I gotta, just to do high damage with 1 skill, I gotta give up a bunch of my survivability for that skill. And I know you don't have to necessarily give up your survivability for Silent Kill, but I'm just saying, it's like 9 times out of 10 you almost do, because most Silent Kill ninjas don't have agility in their build, so therefore they don't have no type of evasion. They get hit by everything, and the only way a ninja can pretty much survive attacks from pretty much any mob at this point without agility in their build is if they do pay to win, and they get boss pets to learn evasion and that other the evasion skill and the other skill that snipers and assassins have to boost their evasion up all the way to about like 800 or so, which is still not enough for certain bosses, but it's a decent amount of evasion. But my whole point is like I don't want to give up my evasion for. I don't want to basically give up my survivability just for damage. I don't care how good the damage is. Like I've seen videos and compared videos between an SK ninja and an assassin, and I've pretty much seen that an assassin does way better overall DPS per second than that of a silent kill ninja. Yes, I know backstab's damage is purely white damage. There's no critical damage involved. Crit damage numbers does get thrown into the damage pool overall of backstab, but it doesn't crit like silent kill does. Yes, I'm fully aware of that. I know this. And yes, I do know that the less amount of clones you have, the more damage you deal with silent kill, and you can deal like at least 300, 400k damage with 3 clones alone when you use your first clone out of the 3 that you spawn with. I know that much, but it's just like assassins can do a way better job of it than ninjas, and that's what ninjas are. Ninjas are basically the half magic, half melee versions of assassins who use clones as well as evasion to survive and deal damage instead of just using evasion. Now, assassins uses evasion and uses backstab to survive, and backstab is a really good skill because it has pretty much no backlash stipulation besides the fact that you have to stand behind a mob or boss to deal the highest amount of damage that you could possibly deal to the mob, which isn't a bad stipulation at all. That's not a bad backlash for a particular skill that I'm going to go like, oh, I don't want to use that skill because of that major backlash. I don't want to use the skill because I gotta literally go behind a boss or mob every time I want to use the skill to do good damage. You can still do good damage with it even if you're not behind a boss, but if you're behind them, that's when you deal the highest amount of damage. Plus, backstab stuns enemies. It stuns bosses and mobs, which helps amazingly in any situation because if you can stun lock a boss or mob, you don't have to worry about taking damage at all. And you know, you can have amazing survivability because you don't have to worry about taking damage at all, which is something that Silent Kill lacks. Silent Kill lacks any type of like stun lock animation or, you know, ailment to it when you use it. All Silent Kill does is just a bunch of critical damage, and that's pretty much it. Whereas Backstab, it does a bunch of white damage and it stuns bosses, and assassins can use it consistently without having to cast any other skills, and they can just destroy whatever bosses or mobs they come across. Whereas Silent Kill ninjas, their damage per second fluctuates because they, depending on how fast the mob or boss attacks them, depending on how much evasion they have without agility, and depending on their equipment and stuff, it dictates how much damage they do per second. Whereas with an assassin can just pretty much go up to any mob or boss, hit them with like between 400 to 600k damage and move on with their lives. Whereas a Silent Kill ninja has to hit them twice with Silent Kill, then they gotta clone, and then they gotta hit them twice again. And it's just too much micromanagement with Silent Kill, and I don't like that about that skill. I like Silent Kill because it does a lot of damage. You know, it gives people a purpose. Well, it gives people, for people who didn't feel like it was a purpose of using a throwing weapon on ninja, it gives people a purpose to use a throwing weapon ninja. And it overall just makes the class better, but it's just too much management, with that particular skill just for it to do good damage. You gotta do too much just to get that skill to do what you want it to do. Whereas with other skills, it's a lot easier to manage. It's a lot easier to manage and deal damage with other skills, and I don't know. It's like, for me, I want Silent Kill. I really do. I want to level up my ninja to level 300 so I can get Silent Kill and I can use that skill just to see how my damage and stuff is going to be with it. But I just don't want to deal with that heavy management. I don't know why it was so hard for me to get that out. I don't want to deal with the heavy management of Silent Kill in order to deal good damage with it. If that's the case, I would much rather just stay using Bushido Jutsu. I mean, not Bushido Jutsu. Stay just using Dancer clones and Domination as my primary means of doing tons of damage. As as opposed to using silent kill and dealing with all that micromanagement. Or like I said before, using another class that can do the same thing that ninjas do, but better. Assassins is a perfect example. Since assassins and ninjas are very similar, assassins can do the job of a silent kill ninja way better. Plus, assassins can stun bosses, so it makes it a lot easier for them to kill bosses because they don't have to worry about bosses consistently swinging at them, because 9 times out of 10, most of the time the boss is going to be stunned. Um, but as far as for the silent kill ninja go, the silent kill ninja isn't going to be stunning the boss. It's just going to be dealing tons of damage, and that's pretty much it. So, yeah, that's pretty much my argument on that skill. I know it was kind of like a random topic to talk about, but that's something I just had to feel like I had to get off my chest, because I've been thinking about it for like the last couple hours now, and I just felt I just needed to get that off my chest about that skill. I mean, I like the skill, but I don't know if I'm gonna be truly going after that skill or not, because the micromanagement of that skill just seems to be just too much. And from what I learned from other RPG games, and from what other people has told me, um, from playing other RPG games, is you never want to have to use a skill that you have to micromanage too much in order for it to deal good damage. If you have to use a skill that does good damage, but you have to do too much work, you have to build a particular way around it, and you can't really have too much room to do whatever you want to use the skill, then is no purpose in using it. And that's what I feel like with Silent Kill. I feel like I have to do too much in order to use the skill properly. I mean, you can't even have a bunch of magic attack crystals on your build if you wanted to. You can't have a whole bunch of critical damage crystals on your build if you wanted to, because if one damage number overlaps the other one, then the overall damage for the skill is low. It's like if you have too much critical damage in your build and not enough magic attack and not enough normal attack, then the overall damage for Silent Kill is going to be low, regardless if you have a bunch of critical damage crystals or not. Same way as that's the same way it will go for magic attack and normal attack. If you have too much normal attack, overall damage will be low. If you have too much magic attack, the overall damage will be low. So you gotta sit up here and like limit yourself to what crystals and stuff you can use just based off that skill, and I don't want to have to do that for myself. There's some crystals I want to get for my ninja that doesn't give half critical damage and half magic attack damage like Mseti does. One gives more critical damage, and the other one focuses on more so magic attack damage. And I don't want to have to build solely around a bunch of Mseti crystals, and that's pretty much it. I don't want just to use one crystal a whole bunch of times just for my damage to be sound with that particular skill. I want to be able to use whatever crystals I please and whatever crystals I see that can give me a high amount of damage out of it. I want to use those crystals as opposed to just using the same one over and over and over again just to deal damage. And that's what a lot of that's what a lot of Silent Kill ninjas has. A lot of I gotta walk back. I'm sitting here running my mouth. I'm not even paying attention to the game. I see a lot of Silent Kill ninjas running around with Mseti, and the reason why a lot of people run around with Mseti on everything that they own on their Silent Kill ninja is because Mseti is like the perfect crystal for a Silent Kill ninja. It gives critical damage and magic attack. It doesn't give too much. It doesn't give too little, because it gives you literally 10% for each stat. That's all fine and dandy. But when you slap 4 of them on your build, one on the weapon, one on the armor, one on the additional, one on special, if you have a slotted special. If you don't have a slotted special, then you only have 3. You'll have a total of 40% increase in magic attack and 40% increase in terms of critical damage. Now, I know the way you can make that higher is if you get certain equipment that gives you critical damage. But my whole thing is I want to have decent crystals that plays different roles. I want to have some decent critical damage dealing crystals, some of which that I want is not even in the game yet, so don't have them because they're not in the game yet. Others of which is in the game, but I'm not getting yet because I'm still not fully sure and fully content with what type of build I'm gonna come up with when I finally get silent kill. I don't know when what type of crystals I'm gonna get, and I'm the type of person who that plays RPG games. I don't want to be in the meta. I don't want to use the same meta classes and the same meta setups that everybody else uses. Granted, I am using some meta classes, but my setups are very indifferent from everybody else's. They're very different. You don't see setups like mine's often with a lot of classes. You usually see the same basic meta class setup for whatever class I'm playing is, and that's pretty much it. You don't see a whole bunch of different classes and stuff like that. So it's like I don't want to be the same way that everybody else is on that Silent Kill Ninja. I want to be a different Silent Kill Ninja that does really good damage. I want to do more damage than others, but at the same time, I don't want to have to go through all that micromanagement just to get this skill. So I don't know, but you guys let me know what y'all think about this whole situation with me between using Silent Kill and not using Silent Kill, and what type of build I should probably go after. I mean, I'm pretty confident in the crystal choices that I've picked and the ones that I'm going to be farming later on and stuff like that for that particular skill, but I don't want to go through too much micromanagement just to use a skill. I don't want to have to deal with a whole bunch of crap just to try to make one skill do a lot of damage when I can just use my other skills and do a lot of damage with those with less problem. And that's not even the same problem that I'm having with my Beast Knight and his new skills is going to be coming out, because with his new skills, one of them, I don't know the name of it. All I know is that it's a Running Man style skill, so I call it literally the Running Man skill. The Running Man skill that the Beast Knight is going to be getting, literally, I don't have to do as much micromanagement as I had to do with Silent Kill. I don't have to build a particular way. I mean, I have to build a certain way for the skill, but it doesn't have to be so restricted that I don't get to use anything that I want to choose to use. It's like I can use pretty much what I want for that build, but it still has to correlate in dealing good amounts of damage with this particular skill that I'm talking about, the Running Man skill. And that Running Man skill can do critical damage up to about 600k or more. It's unrestricted damage, so the better your equipment is, the more damage you do. And I got a equipment set that I just wrote down and I came up with the list with, and I'm going to be farming for it. Again, as I said before, some of the items that I want for that list isn't in game. And hey, Iruna I hope I'm saying the last part of your name right. Welcome to the stream, fam. How you doing today? I hope you're doing well. And you said, what is my character's name? My character's name for the enchanter that I'm currently playing on, her name is Pyra. It's 2 underscores, capital P, Pyra, and then 2 more underscores after that. So that's her name. I cannot believe actually right now that I'm soloing Ganai, because he is a bit of a pain, but I'm sitting here running my mouth so much I'm not even really paying attention to the game, and Ganai is going to kill me soon if I don't pay attention. So let me give Ganai a little bit more of my attention. Aka Press, I see you in the stream, fam. Hey, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, let me before I continue on with talking about the Running Man skill for the Beast Knight that's coming out and the damage numbers from that and stuff like that, let me take care of Ganai, because Ganai is being an annoyance. And he just hit me for 16k, that's not fair. And he's the first boss who finally killed my enchanter. Wow, yep, I knew that was gonna happen eventually. I knew the game's broken mechanics for bosses and stuff like that was going to kick in eventually. I had a feeling that one of these bosses that I was going to fight was going to just deal a ridiculous amount of damage to me, insta-kill me. And long and behold, it had to be the faggot himself, Ganai. But, yeah, it's going back to the Running Man skills. Like, with that Running Man skill with the Beast Knight, I don't have to stress as much about, being so restricted by the amount of equipment and stuff that I can use for that particular skill, that to do good damage with that particular skill, that I, won't feel as though I'm playing the class how I want to play it. I feel like I'm playing the class as how it, how everybody else played it, and I don't want to feel like that. I don't want to feel like that when I play any class. I don't want to have a stat and equipment build that's based around what everybody else is using. I want to have a build um, that's based around what I want, what I want it to be, and what crystals I want to use on it, and not stuff that I have to use on in order to deal good damage, and or else I won't do good damage with it. And Ganai just had to come over here with his whole ass and mess with me. Now I gotta sit up here and try to kill him, and he might kill me. Hold on, I got a stone skin. Ganai is a pain. Iruna, you said your character name is Keeslam as well. Okay, that's cool. Give me a second. Let me deal with Ganai because he is really being an annoyance, and I'm trying to have a conversation as well as play this game. And what fighting him, there's no medium with him. It's like, since I'm not high level, there's no medium with this kid. I gotta kill him first. So let me get rid of him. I'm almost done with him. He's at about 5% HP. If I can just get rid of him, that would be great. He's at 1% pretty much, and he's gone. Okay, cool. So, yeah, I like playing his classes. I like playing with my classes and using the build that I want to use, and not being restricted as far as what type of equipment and stuff I can get for him. I want to have my own separate build that's different from everybody else's, and that's what I'm going to have with the Beast Knight. But as far as the Silent Kill Ninja goes, I'm not going to have that. Not too much. Like, pretty much, in order to deal good damage with a Silent Kill Ninja, you gotta have elemental claws, or just one claw that has like all elements, like Soros, Estir, or Fake Craft, I believe, was one of them that people kept saying use if you don't want to use a whole bunch of claws. People kept saying, use Imseti crystals, since Imseti gives critical damage and magic attack. I don't want to be strictly restricted to just using those crystals alone as normal crystals on my equipment. I want to use other crystals that give me better magic attack damage, because there's so many better options in terms of magic attack damage for normal crystals than that of Imseti. Not saying that Imseti is trash, it's just that it just gives a low magic attack increase as opposed to other crystals. Like, I know Dunkless Crystal Mark II, her normal crystal that's not even in the game yet, mind you, that crystal gives you about 15% magic attack up if you equip it on a special equipment. That's 5% higher than that of Imseti. And I know for some people that's gonna be like, oh, that's not much, that's just 5%. Like, what's that supposed to mean? Because it gives 5% is better. It is better. It's not too much better, but it is way better in terms of a magic attack crystal than that of Imseti. And there's a couple critical damage crystals that I want that gives tons of critical damage. Like, I know there's another critical damage crystal called All Deal. It's a normal one, from what I can remember. It's a normal crystal that comes from the anniversary event that gives, I believe, 15% critical damage if you equip it on an armor, and that is way better. As I said before, just a 5% increase, but it's way better in terms of overall damage than that of Imseti, because Imseti only gives 10 and 10. That just gives 15 purely on the critical damage side, and then the Dunkless Mark II gives 15% based off the magic attack side. So there is a way around building a Silent Kill Ninja without having to be meta and without having to follow everybody else and using a bunch of Imseti crystals. It's just really difficult to do because there's not that many crystals in game that is dual stack crystals like Imseti that can do what Imseti can do. There's not that many in the game, hardly at all. I don't think there's any, actually, from what I've checked, that gives critical damage and magic attack at the same time and gives the decent amount that Imseti gives without any major drawbacks. So, it's going to be kind of difficult to build around it, but I'm going to try. But I'm still not confident in leveling up to get Silent Kill, because Silent Kill, like I said before, is just a ridiculously hard skill to micromanage. I swear, Silent Kill reminds me of playing like a bit, playing as a bishop. And mind you, I never played as a bishop. I've used the bishop character before for my little brother having a bishop, and I used the bishop character before. And bishops was just way too hard to micromanage. They was just one of those classes in the game that just took too much work in order to use that class properly. It took too much work, and I didn't really care for bishops as a result. Just like the same way of how I care for Silent Kill, but at the same time I don't. I don't care for the micromanagement of Silent Kill, but I do like the damage output from it. I don't care for the fact that the skill takes clones in order to deal good damage, and you can't have 9 clones and use the skill because you'll do the lowest amount of damage you could possibly do with that skill if you have 9 clones, as opposed to only having like 3, only being able to survive with 3. I don't like that about that skill, but I do like the damage numbers from the skill. I do like the damage output, so it's just a mess. It's just a mess with me. I want to use the skill and be unrestricted in terms of what type of crystals I can get for it and stuff like that, but at the same time I don't want to have to risk my survivability any more than what I already risk my survivability on my ninja normally in order to deal good damage. I don't want to have to risk anything. I'm a no risk type person, and I want to build. I'm a no risk type person. I didn't say that correctly the first time. I'm a no risk type person. I don't want to take any risk at all. I want to be able to deal the damage that I want to deal on a particular class with no drawbacks. I don't want any drawbacks. I don't want any backlashes, any stipulations to dealing the amount of damage that I want to deal because of my skills, because of my class setup or whatever. I don't want that. So it's gonna be tough to build around Silent Kill for me because I'm not trying to go the meta way, and I'm not trying to go the way that everybody else is. I'm picking my own path that I see that's way better, and especially in terms of evasion, because with my ninja stat build that I have right now, it is a far more better option in terms of survivability than that of a normal index and crit ninja, magic ninja. I hate when people call ninjas magic ninjas when they use thrown weapon, because you're supposed to use thrown weapons on a ninja, but people don't. Like, when that class came out, everybody just instantly thought, oh, how about I use a claw on it, or a sword, I mean not a sword, or a bow instead of using a thrown weapon like you're supposed to. And so whenever people see a thrown weapon on a ninja, it's like, oh, you're a magic ninja? No, jackass, I'm the ninja I'm supposed to be. I'm just a ninja, just point blank in a period. I'm not a magic, I'm not a melee, because in all honesty and in technicality, ninjas are supposed to use melee and magic skills in order to deal damage. That's the whole purpose of that class. That's the entire purpose of it. You're supposed to use magic and melee skills to deal damage. Same thing with assassins. With assassins, you're supposed to use thrown weapons, and you're supposed to do high amounts of damage with backstab, because that's their best skill in their arsenal is backstab. So you got to build around that, and you got to deal high damage with that. And most assassins do that, but then you have some assassins who wants to use other weapons on that class that you're just not supposed to use. Like, some assassins want to be nail. I believe there's some sword assassins running around. It's just so stupid, and it doesn't make sense, but hey, that's how it is. But anyways, going back to the task at hand, which is this MQ run, I finished already 3 bosses, I believe. I killed Sojo, I killed Gankaku up there, and then I just killed Ganai. So I believe right now they're gonna make me go talk to the guy that's behind Shoujo's rock in her boss area, and then they're gonna send me back around here to go fight Minaga and the Tsurayuki statue up at the Amazuki Castle. So pretty much once I kill those 2 bosses, I'll be done with all the MQs in Manila City. Then I'll be able to go to Port Spargus and get started with Port Spargus MQs. And wasn't these 3 guys just sitting inside of the town a second ago? Let me know. What? I could have swore we just saw these guys sitting in town like a second ago. yeah, anyways, I don't care about what they're doing. They're probably just farming kappas for the little stars for the ninja set. I don't care about what they're doing. But anyways, we're gonna head on over here, talk to the guy. He's gonna tell us that, hey, go kill Minaga, or hey, go talk to Master Soigetsu. And then Soigetsu is gonna say, hey, go kill Minaga. I'm gonna go kill Minaga, Sir Yurgi, and then we should be done with Minula MQs. Now, as far as my enchanter going up against those two bosses are a very painful, painful bosses to fight. They're very painful bosses to fight. Minaga likes to do high amounts of damage just for no reason. He has a very high attack speed. Iruna, you said what server are you on? I am on S2. That's my home server that I usually reside on most of my time when I'm playing the game. So if you want to meet me for whatever reason, I am on S2. Currently at the Misaka Gate. I'm gonna be back at Minula in like 2 minutes after I'm done. Well, not even in 2 minutes, pretty much in like 1 minute after I'm done with this chat quest that I gotta do real quick. So I'm gonna pretty much be back at Minula City if you want to meet me there for whatever reason you may have. But going back to what I was saying before, yeah, at Sir Yurgi and Minaga at the normal boss stage, they are so annoying to fight. Because Minaga, like I said before, he has a very high attack speed. He can deal a lot of damage to you. He can one-shot you. He's just so broken and overpowered. It's ridiculous. And then a Sir Yurgi in his normal state, not in his raid state, but in his normal state, I believe, I'm trying to remember. I definitely know that he takes away your MP. I believe he does drop your HP. I definitely remember that. He does drop your HP, so that's going to be really, really critical on my enchanter, because as y'all know, this is an enchanter, this is not a ninja, so I don't have clones to survive, so I have to deal with that. And Iruna, you said cool, I'll help you with MQ. I don't I don't really too much need help with MQ, but I mean, if you want to, by all means, I don't mind it, but I don't too much really need help. God damn it, Morisami, why did you heal me? I don't really too much need help with MQ. I mean, but like I said, of all means, if you want to come down here because you're bored or whatever, you want to help, that's fine. I don't mind. But I don't really need too much help with MQ. I don't think I do anyways. I know it's Sir Yurgi. Out of the two bosses, out of Minaga or Sir Yurgi, which one is going to kill me the most? It's probably going to be a Sir Yurgi. Simply because the Sir Yurgi, like I said, has that major HP drain, and he takes away all your HP and all your MP, which will really, really, really hurt my enchanter. But as far as Minaga goes, I believe all I gotta do is just have the same playstyle that I've used for every other boss that I fought up until this point, which is the basic stone skin, magic blade, and just auto attack for the win. That's basically all I've been doing up until this point. So hopefully I don't have to switch my playstyle too much in order to kill Sir Yurgi, hopefully. But like I said before, Sir Yurgi is a real pain in the arse. So yeah, he's gonna be a jiffy. So here we go. We great. Let me buff up really quickly. Where is Glacius? Where is my beautiful bow? We'll go ahead and buff up real quick. There goes Kislam. Hey, what's up, buddy? How you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Hey, what's going on? So he wants to join my party, so he wants to help. He wants to join, so we're gonna go ahead and part him. I don't know why this Nero guy is here. He triggers me though because he looks like he's a claw ninja instead of being a throwing weapon ninja. But you know, idiots will be idiots. Idiots will be idiots. Anyways, back to, oh god, he's a bow ninja. That's even worse. That is even worse. Oh, that triggers me so much. Guys, y'all don't know how much it makes me mad, because I'm one of those types of guys who plays the class based on how the class is supposed to be played. I don't like playing classes and using or building around a particular class that's not supposed to be played the way that, you know, they're not supposed to be played as originally. So whenever I see a person playing as a particular class and they're not using the class how they're originally supposed to be using it as, it really makes me mad, because it's like, why are you doing this? Like, what are you doing this for? And you should know that even if you play as this class and you do this good damage with your particular setup, you're not gonna outbeat the original version of your class. You do know this, right? Like, you're not gonna outbeat them in terms of damage, but people still does it anyway. I accidentally walked into town. Into town. There you go. I accidentally walked into town. But anyways, okay, he's a high wizard. Keesum's a high wizard, 240. So yeah, he actually reminds me of Luca a little bit. Let's take a good look at him. Yeah, he reminds me of Luca a little bit. He got the Virgin's sword on his back, so I'm guessing he got that for aesthetic purposes because it looks nice. Which is it's just fine. He got Barbo. It's either Barboda he either has the upgraded form of ambition or he has ambition. You can't really tell what version of what weapons a certain person is using just based off the actual weapon itself. Like, if you don't see the actual like stats on the weapon itself, like if they don't trade you and show you the weapon through trade, then you can't really tell what weapon variant they're using. And Keeslem said, "Who is that?" Luca is my high wizard. Keeslem, if you're still watching the stream, yeah, Luca is my high wizard that I currently have, and you remind me a little bit of her because you're a high wizard yourself. I didn't get rid of her. I'm just saying you remind me of her because you're a high wizard, and she's a high wizard, and yeah, you know. And it's funny because I came up here not too long ago to actually help my ninja out. Back when I turned my ninja into a minstrel, God knows that was the worst decision of my life. I hated being a minstrel. I mean, it was alright. I'm not gonna lie to you, it was a little bit fun being a minstrel and leeching, and all I have to do is play songs while everybody else deal damage and stuff like that. But I hate minstrels. I hate the minstrel class. It's just a leechy class. They don't do any damage or whatever. It's just, they just play songs and they let everybody else do the work for them. And I don't like that class because of that, because they don't pull their own weight. They basically just, like I said before, just play songs and have you do all the work. So I don't like that class as a result. But I did play as that class. I'm not gonna say I fully enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was a bit of a fresh air. It was a bit of breath of fresh air, not being able to, not having to help the party out in terms of damage. But as far as like just buffing, just me doing that, it was a bit of fresh air to do that. But I'm not gonna say I really too much care for being a minstrel, because I didn't, and I don't like the minstrel class at all. I like having them in my party, but I don't like the fact that they don't help in terms of dealing damage. All they is just pure support. I mean, yes, they do have the Dragonoot skill that they can do damage with if they build it right, but you can't even do that much damage with Dragonoot unless you're in a full party with of players. If you're not in a full party of players, then you're not going to be dealing enough damage as a result. And Aka, you said you just came back. What you missed? You didn't pretty much miss too much of anything. I killed Ganai. I went to go talk to the solo NPC quest that I had to do really quickly before I came up here to Managa. So right now, Keeslem, the guy that's also watching the stream along with you, he decided to join me and help me out with MQ. So right now we're going to be going fighting Managa at this moment, and we're going to go kill Managa, then kill Azar Yurgi, and then from here on I'm going to be heading down to Port Spargus and handling all the bosses, or at least half the bosses in Port Spargus, because I can't stay on stream for too long because I have other stuff to do tomorrow. I have an orientation for a little job that, like I told y'all in the previous stream, I believe I told y'all in part 2 episode 1 that I had like a little job I was going to, that I had to go to. So I can't, the orientation is tomorrow, so I can't like just stay and continuously stream all night long and stuff like that. So there's that. But oh my god, Managa is a pest. Keeslem, if you don't mind, fam, if you're still watching, could you please please paralyze him and then do Thor's hammer Imperial Ray? Because that would help me lovely. Yes, thank you. Please do that. Please hit him with Thor's hammer and Thunderbolt if you can, because I am starting to lose Stone Skin faster than I'm gaining HP. Paralyze him, fam. Paralyze him. Hurry, because I'm using Glacius and I'm not using Katune, so I can't. Okay, he killed me. Yep, this is going. Yep, I knew this was going to I knew this was gonna happen. I knew this was gonna happen, man. I knew Minaga was gonna be a pain in the arse for me because he's just that type of boss. Yeah, it was so close. Alright, well, let's walk back. I don't feel like sitting here. So let's walk back. So now that's two bosses that killed me. That's the second one. First it was Ganai, next it was Minaga. I wonder what boss is gonna kill me next. Hit enter. I wonder what boss is gonna kill me next. I did not mean to type that in chat. I was already tapping on my macro keys. I have all my keys on my keyboards laid out for certain things that I click on the screen for Iruna, because as y'all know, I'm using a screen mirror software that allows me to control the game from my phone on my PC screen. So I'm using the screen mirror software to control the game directly from my PC, just so I won't have to look on my phone and then look up at the screen, just in case if any of you guys say something in chat, or just in case somebody subscribes and I hear the alert box come up. You know, I can read off the name and stuff like that. You know, I like to play on the PC versus playing on the directly on the phone when I'm streaming. But let's hurry up and get back up to the boss, because I know Katune probably has nothing shy but about 100 seconds left of being alive, and then he's going to die if I don't quit the party. But that's if I don't make it up there in time, which I should. It shouldn't take me that long. It's not like I'm low level and all these mobs are aggressive to me. Pretty much the only mobs that's aggressive to me around here is the rat samurais, but they're aggressive to you until you turn to like level 280, so it doesn't even matter. Plus they're only in the area that's before the Amazuki castle, so it's not like I have to worry about them consistently chasing me around the map. But pretty much all these other guys they're not aggressive to me at all, so I don't have to worry about it. So I need to hurry up and head up there to Kelsum. I don't know how to. I'm gonna just call you Sim for short, because I don't know how I should pronounce the first portion of your name. So I'm gonna just call you Sim for short, if you don't mind, because trying to pronounce your name, Jesus Christ, it is just hurting me to the bone. It is hurting me to the bone. Which way am I gonna go? He has 50 seconds left. I can make it. I'm already almost there. I just got one more area and I'll be there, and he'll be fine, and I'll hail him. I should probably stone skin, but I'm gonna wait till I get to the third area. What? How you go from 50 to 25 that fast? Oh, Jesus. I'm not gonna make it in time. There we go. Okay. I hate the death timer in this game, because it goes down so fast. As y'all can see, he just said in chat 50 like a second ago, and then out of nowhere it went down to 25. I hate the fact that, you know, when you go down, your cooldown timer for you towning is so fast, man. It's ridiculous. You only get 100, I think it's either 130 or 180 seconds of being dead before you return to town, but the cooldown is so fast. And then another thing that I hate about it is when you get rezzed by somebody, whether it be a pet or a player reviving you, or either you quitting the party and sending everybody else outside of the party field back to the outside area, it's like it doesn't you don't get a small time of invulnerability. So like, especially if you're running around in certain areas where mobs are killing you consistently, you don't get a second of invulnerability to, you know, once you get res, to run away from the boss or mob and buff yourself before attacking. It's just like you get rezzed and then you get knocked down, right back down again. It's so annoying to me, and I don't like it. But of course, will the devs ever change it? No, because they don't give a damn about what the player base thinks. All they care about is money. because if they did care about what the player base thought, this game would be a whole lot better, and way more people would know about it. Because there's no way in the world you're going to tell me that a 20-plus-year-old RPG game that was developed on a flip phone. This was developed on a special. I said this on the last stream, but I'm gonna say it again. This game was developed on a special Japanese flip phone 20 years ago, back in the 90s, and I believe it was back in the 90s and the early 2000s. And this game has it hasn't been changed all that much from what it was back in the 90s. It's pretty much been the same, just like with all the updates that we get. A lot of people, when they play this game, a lot of people thinks that all the updates that we be getting is stuff that's brand new and fresh that the developers just got finished making and putting into the game, where that's not true at all. Pretty much all the updates that we get, except for the little special event like the Mama Shiba event and most of these avatar costumes and stuff like that, pretty much most of this stuff is being pulled from the iMode version of this game, which is the flip phone version of this game, and dropped into our game. And then they act like it takes 6 to 8 months to give us a major update, like a skill or quest update, or not a main quest update, like a skill update for a particular class. Or they act like it'd take them half a year to change the language of one update for Necromancer, for example. The Necromancer has been in the game since last year in August. Since last year, as well as the updates for the Beast Knight. It's been in the game since last year in August, and they have not done anything to, implement those skills, implement that class any faster than what they've been doing now. So we've pretty much been waiting 6 to 8 months for something that's already been in the game prior to before, like 6 months ago. I don't know why I stone skinned and the effect didn't activate, but we died again. Yep, this is Managa for you. You can't really use with Managa, you can't really use magic classes like high wizards and stuff like that, because he does so much damage to you that you can't really use a magic style class to fight him. You really pretty much got to use a melee style class, and even certain melee style classes has a lot of trouble with dealing with him, like samurais, ninjas have a little problem with dealing with him because of the blind. Assassins don't pretty much have too much troubles with Managa, but pretty much a lot of other classes have trouble fighting this boss. I don't know, should I bring my high wizard down here? And the reason why I say bring my high wizard is because my high wizard is an Imperial high HW, so I can just use Bandersnatch and Imperial Ray and kill him. Should be fairly easily. But that would require me to delete the data from my Beast Knight off my phone, my other phone, mind you, and then load into the HW, and then drag my HW all the way here from Draftberg, because that's where she's sitting at right now, and I don't feel like dragging her from there all the way up here, and I don't feel like grabbing my ninja either. I don't want to have to use any outside help, but it's like, ugh. This boss is a pest, and so is the Suryuki. I'm gonna bring my ninja. I'm bringing my ninja. That's it. I'm triggered. I'm triggered at this point. I'm bringing my ninja. Let's tell him time. We have about 60 seconds left in counting. Look how fast the counter goes down for you to return to town. Look how fast it goes. It was just at like 130 or 180 not too long ago. Now I'm already at 49, and I just told him like a second ago that I'm at 60. It's so ridiculous. But right now I'm logging into my ninja. I think she's at Saterica City right now. I'm almost at 25, fam. So let me go ahead and get the chat ready for 25, and I'll let him know. 28, 27, 26, 25. There you go. I'm at 25. Go ahead, buy a port from Saterica City, and then drag my ninja ninja up here because my ninja could possibly deal with this idiotic boss better off. But oh, she was in a party with Luca. Oh, I remember why my ninja was in a party with Luca. She was in a party with Luca because I was using Luca to level her up through glitch leveling, but then my freaking phone had died, so I just stopped that farm. Even though they're still in the party together, so I'm gonna have to make my ninja lead the party with my HW for now, so I can come up there and deal with this stupid boss. And another thing, I don't like the fact that with the recent update, they gave us that little noggle at like the top left of our screen showing us how many clones and mana stocks we have for the High Wizard and the Ninja. And the reason why I said I don't like it is because it's so hard to see. Like, I'm pretty sure some of you who has ninjas and HWs, which in this case, most of you have, or at least tried the class at least once. It's so hard to see the actual numbers itself because the font on it is so small that you can barely see it. You can barely see that, and you can barely see the little picture animation for it at the top left of your screen. So you gotta kind of like squint your eyes a little bit just to see it. Keesum, you say get your ninja. I will do. Just give me a second. She's in the first area. Alright guys, I am back. I just had to slide a load of clothes in the wash machine for moms real quick. You already know, had to help mom out. But anyways, after doing that, as well as simultaneously dragging my ninja up here, my ninja is up here to help the team. So everybody say hello to the mighty Takachi, the first class that I've ever played as on this game, and the first class that I wasted over $200 in. So yay, we brought up our ninja. So let's hurry up and get this done because I'm really getting pissed off with Managa at this point because it consistently keeps killing us. Keeslam, if you're still watching this and you're still alive at the moment, what elements? I want you to use Thunderbolt and Meteor Storm only, and the reason why I say that is because High Wizards and Ninjas has a really good combo with using Thunderbolt and Meteor Storm. So if you can use those two skills, fam, that'd be lovely. I'm gonna just try to get my Enchanter to deal damage but stay alive. I'm trying to micromanage both the classes at the same time, so it's gonna be a bit difficult, but I'm gonna definitely need you to paralyze and burn him, so that way I can deal about 60k or more soul damage each using Earthshaker and Domination. I'm using Earthshaker Mark 1, by the way, because using the Mark 3 form takes away way too much MP for me, and I don't like that heavy negative MP stipulation. So, okay, you listen to me, thank God. And he's almost dead, and he's pretty much gone. There we go. So, with the help of the HW Ninja combo, boss is killed. Surprisingly, my ninja died, but my enchanter survived this. um, yeah, we did it. We did it. We did it. Yay. So surprisingly, my ninja is the one who died, not my enchanter, but that's good. We got through this Minaga MQ. Unfortunately, my Pyro wasn't able to do it solo because, as y'all seen, Minaga was a pain. But as I told you guys way earlier, before I even got up here, I said to you guys that this type of boss these two bosses are really hard to deal with. And Keyslim, you asked in chat, what type of a ninja is this? This is the original ninja. These are stats that I don't think pretty much anybody uses on a ninja class at all. I showed this in the stream months and months ago, but I'm gonna go ahead and read off the stats that I have on my ninja right now. I have agility, critical, intelligence, and strength in my build. This is what I consider the optimal ninja build. This is the ninja class, build that you're pretty much supposed to use. This is like this is almost a same setup that assassin has, but instead of having dexterity for more damage and magic type damage and stuff like that, I have agility for survivability. Because as I told you guys previously not previously, as I told you guys earlier at the beginning of the stream, assassins and ninjas are very similar because they both do high damage from using throwing weapons, and they both use evasion to survive. But one class doesn't need agility in order to have evasion, and the other class does, and that's how my ninja is. My ninja has agility in her build for survivability, and she doesn't have dexterity. And the reason why I don't have dexterity in her build is simply because she does not need it. As a ninja, you don't need dexterity. That's pretty much just stat fodder. That's just a waste of stat points if you put your stat points in dexterity. And the reason why I'm saying that is because you're going to use equipment and weapons and stuff and have crystals that's going to give you skill delay anyway. So there's no point in wasting your stats on dexterity. So that's why my ninja is, as good as she is right now, is because she has an optimal build that is what ninjas are really supposed to use. And this isn't some build that I scoured all over the internet for, and I stripped off some Japanese Iruna Online player. I didn't steal this build off a Japanese Iruna Online player. I actually sat down and literally wasted $70 over the course of playing as this class for so long. I've wasted $70 consistently buying Stealthy's books, trying to come up with a sound stat build for my ninja until I finally came up with one. It took a lot of money, but I managed to do it. I managed to come up with a stat build that's so perfect for a ninja, it's ridiculous. And I don't talk about this stat build a lot because I don't want a lot of people to copy me, and not because I don't want people to not use this build and have good ninjas with this build, but it's just that even if I showed this build to people, certain people will still be like, oh, that's not an optimal build for a ninja. Oh, an index crit build is more optimal for a ninja. And Keyslim, you said, dang, that's so much for Iruna. Keyslim, people was wasted so much more money in this game because this game is a pay-to-win game, like I always say, and I always show you guys, and you guys see the proof every time you play this game. This game is a pay-to-win game. People wasted way more money in this game. I can give you a couple great examples of high-level pay-to-win players who play this game and post videos. Riku is one of them. Yasmat, Marquise, Pwn Network. I'm pretty sure you probably heard of Pwn Network once along the lines. He is another pay-to-win player that wasted tons of money, and they didn't waste like $200 like I did. I wasted $200 Um, because like I said before, I wasted 70 on buying stat reset books for my ninja and twice for my sniper, and then I wasted another 120 buying rushing not rushing wasting money inside of the coin not in the coin the costume boxes to try to get an avatar armor that I wind up not even getting. I wind up just constantly getting avatar additionals. So, I was not able, unfortunately, to get an avatar armor. I kept getting avatar additionals and stuff like that. So, I've been wasting money with that. But it's this game is not a good game to be wasting money on, and I don't recommend anybody waste money in this game. I always tell all of you guys, never waste money in this game if you don't need to. If you don't screw up your status build, if you research your class and you make sure you pick a status build for your class that's sound, you don't have to waste money resetting your stats for that particular class. So make sure you build your class correctly and stuff like that, so you won't have to waste money. And don't waste money trying to buy a bunch of Iruna online tickets and stuff like that, because yes, it'll give you XP and stuff, faster XP and stuff like that, but you gotta waste too much money in order to become level 300 plus right now without relying on MQ to give you enough XP for you to level up. So never ever rely on doing pay to win in this game, because it's not a good route to do. I mean, of course, it gets you good, like how much a lot of Runa Online pay to win YouTubers are. It makes you good, but you're not really too good because you didn't really work for your meal. You pretty much just used your money that you wasted from working your jobs or getting from family in order to make your characters as good as you made them in this game. So never ever pay to win. And with that being said, Sir Yurgi is now dead. Um, Sir Yurgi is now dead. That was pretty easy. As I said before, it's a lot easier to fight a Sir Yurgi on a ninja, um, even though I don't have a whole bunch of evasion on my ninja just yet, even though I don't have too much, it's still really good, and it's good enough to kill him and Minaga. So yeah, I've been doing pretty well so far. Now I don't think I need my ninja anymore, so I'm going to pretty much just let her leave the party and send her on her way for right now. I don't think I'm gonna need her too much for any of these other MQs. I think pretty much my enchanter can handle it. We leveled up. We managed to level up. I got 10 million experience, so we did manage to level up one time from this. I am now 293. I will show you guys just in case. Okay, I can't show it like that. Here we go. Right now I'm 293. I just got 3 extra stat points, so what we're gonna go ahead and do is drop that on intelligence. Reason being, the reason why my enchanter's build is like this, and I know it's probably weird. I didn't want to sacrifice HP for damage. I didn't want to have to sacrifice survivability for damage, so I chose to opt out for damage and get a little bit of ASPD going, so I won't be attacking extremely slow, since I don't have a bunch of auto skill crystals and stuff like that. I had to get me at least 100 agility in. I need my fucking character to walk forward so I can actually go. But my build is like that on my enchanter, so I can have survivability and damage. Because as I told y'all, I don't like giving up survivability for damage. I don't like it. I'm not one of those types of players who pretty much run around as a glass cannon and deal tons of damage but can't take a hit. I want to be able to take a couple hits and survive. And being though I chose Vit as my first stat on my enchanter, my stone skin can absorb more damage. God damn it, Keesum, don't heal me. I need to kill myself and return to town. Beings though, I have tons of Vit in my build. My enchanter can survive a lot longer than most other enchanters can, and as well as my stone skin can take more hits, and my stone skin can last a lot longer because I have a lot of it in my build. And I'm proud of that. I'm happy that I have that stat build, and I'm proud of that because Pyra, because of my stat build that I've chosen for, she has been surviving really well thus far. As far as this MQ, as far as these MQ streams go, she has been surviving really well now. Like I said before, she did have her little fallouts with Ganai, Imanaga, and Saryurgi, but she pretty much can handle her own. Putting back on my glasses. I was wiping off my glasses, but she can pretty much handle her own in most scenarios without pretty much any help. And I'm also working on a secret set that I'm not gonna sit here and spoil for you guys because I'm not done with the set yet, so I don't want to spoil it. But once I come out with this set, y'all probably gonna want to try out the set for yourself, and I would definitely urge you to. Because it is going to be a really fun set to use. But I'm working on a secret equipment set for it that I'm not going to spoil too much. But it's for one particular skill of hers that I have now. But that's pretty much the only hint I'm going to be giving you guys. So it's for one of her skills that she has now. I'm not going to spoil it though. I'm not going to spoil it at all. But I am definitely building around that particular skill. And once I get my equipment, all the equipment that's necessary to use that skill properly, I will definitely either make a little mini stream video about it or make an actual video about it in order to show that the potential of that skill off. But anyways, Keeslam, I don't know why I keep calling you Keeslam Sim. I am currently in Port Spargus right now, getting ready to talk to the pub at Port Spargus because my MQs is now teleported me to Port Spargus. So we're gonna go ahead and get started on Port Spargus MQs. Pretty much no questions. I know everything that's going on here. She's gonna go tell me to go fight who now? She's gonna go to make me fight. She's gonna make me fight Metal Brow first, and then she's gonna send me outside of the city, and then I'm gonna have to go fight Jabek twice. I'm gonna have to go fight Rosam and the rest of them. So this is gonna be a bit of a pain in the arse for me, but we can manage. So let me go ahead and talk to the merchant chat. Blah 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 blah. Skip all the dialogue because we don't care about unnecessary dialogue on the stream. All we care about is that dank XP. So now the quest is updated. It's pretty much going to send me over to the Agalt prison, or the Agalt prison. I don't know how to pronounce it. I just call it the prison. We're going to get sent over to the prison and go fight Metal Brow. Now, I did, way before my MQ was even up here, I did test to see if my enchanter could solo Metal Brow, and she was able to. I did die once, but I did have some pots to save my life. So, I was pretty much good. So, I know I can handle Metal Brow. Metal Brow is not that difficult at all. Yes, Metal Brow does drain your HP, all of your HP, but it is not so bad for me to the point where as though I cannot handle Metal Brow. And plus, I have the little bit of assistance that I'm getting from Sim, who has joined me on my MQ voyage. So this should be pretty interesting. Also, quick fun little fact and tip for any high wizards out here who is using my videos as a reference for MQs. You need to fight these Represa mobs to get red lenses for one of your skills, and you have to get 20 of them. It is an uncommon rare drop, so it's a really hard drop to get. So you will be here farming for a little while to get those red lenses. As well as certain equipment needs red lenses. I don't know all the equipment that needs red lenses off the top of my head, but I do know for a definite fact, because I had to do it for my high wizard, that you need red lenses in order to get a particular skill, and that drop was difficult. It was difficult to get 20 of them. It took 2 hours and 30 minutes for me to finally get 20, and it took for me to use both my high wizard and my ninja in order to get the drop, because I was using my ninja as drop rate fodder, which, in case you don't know that slang, I was using her just for extra drop rate, just so that she would just sit down while my high wizard will one-shot those kids, so I can get extra drop rate and I can get a couple red lenses off her. as I'm farming. So we're gonna go ahead and go get this old man out of his cell. Keesum is probably gonna head on down to Olive Garden to get himself some good old-fashioned breadsticks. And while he does that, like I said before, we're gonna head on over here to get the old man out of his cell. And then we're gonna walk on over to go fight Metal Brow. Now, Metal Brow shouldn't be too difficult for the both of us. Being as though we both have drain and stuff like that. Metal Brow is gonna drain. She is gonna, I think it's a she. She is gonna drain all of our MP away. Our HP away. So we definitely have to be wary of that. But other than that, we both have drain. So even if she does the entire HP drain thing, we shouldn't have too much problems with trying to kill her. Plus, I got stone skin on my back, so even if she slaps me in my face for the one time, I can still survive it. So we're gonna go ahead and break to the right, hit left corner, then we're gonna go down mid. We're gonna make another hard left, hard right, and then another hard left after that. And then we're gonna pretty much be in the next area. So if Pyra would walk forward, please, thank you. We can pretty much go through this area. Now, I can't see a damn thing because, as I said before, the shaders on my graphics card for my particular phone, for my LG phone, is really weird. So certain areas, like this area right now, that wouldn't seem all that dark on other phones. It's really dark for my phone because of the graphics shaders on my phone. For some reason, I think it was because I was tweaking with it a little bit just so I can get more performance than actual like visuals. So now whenever I play Iruna Online, it makes certain areas of Iruna Online appear darker than what they actually are. So if some of these areas is like really dark and y'all really can't see, I do apologize in advance. It's not my fault, it's my phone's fault. And I can't really fix that because I did switch back my graphics settings on my phone's graphics card back to what it originally was, and unfortunately it still didn't fix a thing. So with all that being said, some areas will be dark, some areas will be light, and we're all just gonna have to deal with it and have a good time. Now, I did forget actually that I could give Sim Magic Barrier and Stone Skin, so I'm gonna actually go ahead and do that right now. Sim is probably gonna mana stock and stuff like that. I'm gonna give us Earth Element. Nah, I'm gonna go Fire instead. Fire. And as far as what weapon I'm gonna use Hexia Spada because I haven't gave this weapon much love. I'm gonna use this weapon initially, and then I'll probably switch on over to Hellfire Bow. Hopefully, if she survives long enough for me to do that. There goes Diet, knocked out on the floor. We're gonna go ahead and take out this boss. Let me Stone Skin again. Let me give Sim Stone Skin again, and let me go ahead and drain. I believe Brow drops. Okay, wow, Brow's damage increase went way high because of the fact that Sim is 240. Sim might die. Sim just died. Man, I kind of wish Sim would have healed me beforehand, but we're gonna go ahead and just walk back since it's not that far of a walk at all. We're just gonna go ahead and walk back and fight her again. Now, it is kind of my fault because I did kind of just go into the fight without having max HP, so yeah, I do apologize for that. But yeah, Metal Brow, as I said before, is pretty much an easy boss. Area is not that complex to go through. I mean, it used to be complex to go through back in the day when there wasn't no descriptive map design for these areas. So like back in the day when you came into areas like this where there was no like customly designed map for it, all you just saw on your screen for the map was just a bunch of orange moving dots, and if your MQ circle was here, you would see an MQ circle, and you would just see the entrance and exit dots for this area, and that was pretty much it. You wouldn't see these little white outline designs for a map. That they should have designed a custom area map for this area, but they didn't, as well as they didn't do it for a lot of areas. Certain areas they did do it for, like the first couple of main cities they did do it, but other than past those towns and past some of those normal areas, they didn't really do it all that much. So yeah, excuse me, we don't have custom map designs for almost every area. But let me hurry up and head on back to what's her face, Meadowbrow, before Keyslam Towns, so that way we can finish off Meadowbrow. And I just realized that Meadowbrow might be susceptible to thunder. Not for sure, because she did take a lot of thunder proc damage from Sim when Sim casted Thor's hammer. So yeah, Meadowbrow might be really susceptible. I can't see a damn thing. Might be really susceptible to thunder, so I might have to slap Wind Element for her, or maybe Earth Element, because Earth Element for some reason does boost the damage of Thor's hammer by a little bit. I don't know why. I don't know why, but it does. And Negus, welcome to the stream, fam. How you doing today? Hope you're doing well. You says enters fuck you in with the stream talker. I have, as I said when I first started, I've been busy preparing for a little orientation for a job, that small little job that I'm taking up at the hospital around the corner from my house. That I gotta take. So I've been preparing for that orientation, as well as I've been playing on some of my other classes, and I've been also playing a game. I know I didn't mention this when I first started the stream, but I also have been playing a game called Infestation: The New Z, which is basically a H1Z1 free-to-play version of that game. I've been playing that game for the last couple days now, and that game has been really, really fun. I've been having a lot of good times in that game. I haven't really came across any new friends in that game yet, simply because I just been running solo style like your boy always does. I've been going solo style and everything, so I haven't been having much luck with trying to come up with friends and having a whole gang of friends playing that game. But when I finally do, and when I buy my dream graphics card, I will definitely start recording more gameplay. We'll actually start recording gameplay from that game, because I actually really do enjoy playing that game, and I definitely want to post some videos on that game, but I can't because my PC specs right now isn't the greatest. And when I do play that game, my game does force close quite. It does it a little bit, but yeah, I mean it does it quite a lot, but then it doesn't do it quite a lot. It's like it fluctuates. Like certain days the game will run perfectly fine. Next couple of days it might run for like 2 hours long, and then it may crash on me, and then it will run for 2 hours longer, and then it may crash on me. So the damage, like I said, just not the damage, the heal. Oh my god, hold on. We gotta I'm gonna die. I just stone skinned him. My stone skinned in. Oh shit, big fella. No. Oh god, hold on. I need to do that. Sim, could you please run? Okay, or you can heal me. That's cool. I like heals. I like them dank heals. Thanks, B. Thanks, B. That helps. That dank heal helps. Oh god. But yeah, I definitely want to try to do some gameplay videos on that once I upgrade my PC and get it better at a better standard than what it is at now. But yeah, Negus, that's pretty much where I've been at. Yeah, I apologize though. I do apologize for not coming up with any streams in like the last 2 to 3 days. I've just been really busy thinking about how am I gonna build my ninja when I finally get level 300 for Silent Kill, and I've been coming up with equipment list builds for the Running Man skill that's gonna be coming out for the Beast Knight that I can possibly do 600k damage or more with. I've been trying to come up with I've been coming up with build listings for that I'm going to be starting to farm soon for, and I just been really busy, fam, and I didn't really have time in my day to stream and pay no attention, no love to Pyra, which I don't want to do because I love Pyra. We got to get our girl up to speed with my other classes, but I have other obligations and stuff like that, so I have to make sure I handle those obligations as well. Sim, you was asking me what game I was talking about. I was talking about Infestation: The New Z. It's a free-to-play H1Z1 style game, so it's like H1Z1, but it's free-to-play. Negus, you said, damn, man, as long as you're back, though. Yeah. Don't worry, I'll never go nowhere. Don't worry. Even if I may not come out with a stream or video for like 2 days or so, don't ever think that I'm like taking a break or I'm just neglecting you guys or neglecting the channel. I'm not. I'm always thinking of stuff that I could possibly do for the stream or for the channel, or what type of content I could come out with. So I'm always doing something for the channel, as well as doing other things, but I'm always doing something for the channel. And I just died, and I'm not getting my drain. Okay, for some reason I died, and I had drain on him, but I didn't respawn. Okay, this is bad. 2 more hits. I'm gonna try to hurry up and rush back. Now my serious Taka game mode. Serious Taka just came into play now. We gotta hurry our asses along. Shit, what am I gonna use? I'm gonna hit her ass with Earth Element. I'm gonna hit her ass with Earth Element and fucking Mana Burn, maybe. I might slap that slut with Mana Burn. Nah, I'm not gonna hit her with Mana Burn, because that shit's gonna stun me too. Fuck, I can't use Mana Burn. I just remembered, Mana Burn stuns me. I can't use it. Oh man, I'm gonna just hit her with just Stone Skin and normal attack, and hopefully she'll die. So come on, Pyra. I hate the movement speed in this game because it's so slow. It's so slow, and I don't want to have to kick Keysum and restart the party, because then we have to go through this crap all over again. And man, it's a pain to try to fight this boss. So well, really, it's even more of a pain because I'm attacking while Sim is attacking. So, you know, Metal Brow was focusing on the both of us, and she keeps doing AoE damage and stuff like that. So, you know, that's, you know, helping contribute to why we're dying so quickly at times. But if I stop attacking, then maybe it'll be easier. Sim is at 90. I'm almost there, Sim. I'm on my way. Serious Talker's on the way. I'm here to save the day. Hold on. Charmander's on his way. I'm about to give you them dank res. That dank res. Hold on. I'm on my way. Just try to slow down your counter. Use speed hack and slow yourself. Use speed hack and slow yourself down. Golden times negative 0.7. You'll be fine. Oh god. He's at 60. Wait, where's that 50? 70, 60. Yeah, he's at 60. Shite. 50. No. I'm on my way. Don't worry. Come on, Pyra. Take those pretty ass legs and move, girl. Come on, big fella. We got to go. No. He's at 30. I can feel it. I can feel it in my loins. He's at 30. I know he's at 30. I'm telling you guys, he's at 30. I know my gamer intuition is sound. He's at 20. He's at 20 now, possibly going to 10. Skip cuts. I can't skip the cutscene. Oh no. I'm in the cutscene, Sim. I can't do a thing about it. I'm sorry, big fella. Psych XD, I'm here. There you go. I'm good. You good. You're all good. You see? I'm there. I'm here. It's all okay. WC fam. WC. You know I got your back. That was a mad save, man. He was so close. He was literally towning about time I got in here because of that stupid cutscene slowing me down. But anyways, let's go ahead and end Metal Brow because she is being a real anus and we need to kill this slut. So we go ahead and Stone Skin. Oh, this isn't 2 hits. This is 2 hits for you. This is like 7 hits for me. Why did you lie to me? Sim, you lied to me. That's 2 hits for you. That's like 7 hits for me. Alright, I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna stay back. You got this. Or not. Or yes, or no. Let me Stone Skin you, actually. Go ahead, you got this. I'm gonna just Stone Skin spam you. You got this. Yeah, you need some HP, though. Hey, there you go. There you go, buddy. That's how we cooking. That's how we're cooking. Whew, that was a bit stressful, but we did it. We did it. And now we can head back to town. So now we're gonna go ahead and talk to Levia again, and she's going to tell us to go fight Garel, and she's gonna make us go fight Garel. Then she's gonna go make us fight Jabek. Then she's gonna no, she's gonna make us go fight Garel. No, 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 no. I'm all wrong. She's gonna go make us fight Azimvo. Azimvo is gonna be first 9 times out of 10. If it's not Garel first, it's gonna be Azimvo, and then we're gonna fight Garel. Then we're gonna go fight Jabek. Then we're gonna go fight Thunder Dragon. Then we're gonna fight Jabek again. Then we're gonna fight what's its face, Rosam, and the rest of them. So let's just check. I believe it's Azimvo first, though. Oh no, it's not Azimvo first. It's Garel. So it's Garel first, then Jabek, then somewhere in the mix of those two bosses, somewhere in that boss sandwich is going to be a Zimvo. We're going to get a little bit of a taste of a Zimvo, and then after a Zimvo, we should be going back to Jabek. Okay, so these are the little ice raptors. They're fairly easy to kill. Um, all I pretty much had to do was just enchant Blade, and they're dead. Come on. Maybe I should have slapped some auto skill on. Jesus Christ, I didn't hit him with no auto skill damage. Okay, there we go. I hit him with Fire Lance. I keep getting the strength but I'm not I keep getting the strength buff, but I'm not doing any magic attack damage. We pronounce names totally different. Yeah, I do pronounce names way differently in this game than I should. It's just that after reading these names for so many years on this game, and then actually having to sit here and say the names, I'm headed to Garel. I had to type that in chat so he would know, because there is a bit of a delay between the stream and the stream chat for me and the stream for y'all. So I had to tell him inside the game chat I'm headed to Garel. But yeah, after reading the names of items and stuff in this game for so long, and especially the names that's like really weird, that's like really weirdly spelled and pronounced and stuff like that, I sort of like say them weird. So for some words that I may say that may sound really fucking crazy, for like some of these bosses or mobs, you may say completely and totally different how you may say it correctly, and I may be saying it wrong, but it's just the way I like to pronounce things for some of these mobs and stuff. Like, for instance, I'll call Raiton Raiton. Like, I put more emphasis on a D, even though there's no D in his name. I like make his T silent, and I say Raiton instead of Raiton, because that's what I feel as though his name should sound like when you say it. But as I said before, I pronounce shit a lot differently, like you said, Negus. In this game, I pronounce things a lot differently. Anything that's not straight English, I don't pronounce it correctly. I don't pronounce it the way it should be pronounced in this game. If it's not straight English, I won't pronounce it correctly 9 times out of 10. Like, I will not. Like, Kadal, it's probably called Kudal or something along those lines. I don't really. I can't say Exua Gawalt for shit, so I feel you, bro. I call him Exua Gawalt, so if you can at least call him Gawalt, then that'd just be like right on the nose. That'd be right on the nose. Let's go ahead and talk to the little miniature characters, the little NPCs that has little to no input in the story whatsoever. Like these guys right here, the Rossi Garels, I may be saying it completely wrong, but I just usually call them mini Garels or a-holes, because that's what they are. Because when you're low level, these guys will slap you non-stop. They will hit you as much as he hit you, and it'll be so annoying to you that you just want to quit the game. I'm telling you guys, from the first time I played this game, when these MQs first came out, I saw at least 10 people quit the game, like live. Like they said it in chat, like they were leaving, or actually half of them said it in chat, and the other half just left and never came back. Um, they kept dying in this area, and you was like, you know what, forget this game, and they quit, and they never came back since. I've never seen their characters online since, and some of them I did friend. Um, and they quit at that moment. I was telling them like, don't quit. I know getting insta kill from bosses and mobs is annoying, and the devs is never gonna change it, even though we constantly complain about it. They're never gonna change it. I was like, man, just deal with it. Just come on. They was like, nah, man, I'm not dealing with this no more. I can't take it. We keep constantly dying. We can't get to our bosses half the time. Then we get to the bosses. The bosses are so overpowered that we can't kill them unless we go back, get more equipment, and then come back. They just they was just going at it, and I was just like, oh boy, that's pain. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and try to solo Garel. Since Sim is not here, Garel is gonna be. He's gonna do as much damage as he's supposed to do to me normally without me being in a party with anybody. So hopefully he does not kill me. So let's see here. Negus, you said noob days like 20 times run into Garel before the pets were implemented. Yeah, it was ridiculous back in the day. Ridiculous. Oh God, Sim, why did you come in here? I was actually tanking it. Why did you come in here? I was trying to see. Oh no. Well, he's dead anyway because Sim is here. So all I gotta do is pretty much just stone skin and keep my. Oh, okay. Sim died from AOE damage. Oh, my skill delay. Oh, my skill delay. Oh, help me, my skill delay. Sim don't attack. Sim don't attack. Okay, Sim attack. Stone skin. I stone skinned and I still died. Hilarious XD. Hilarious XD. I stone skinned and I still died. Your turn, Sim. I'm not walking back. I'm not walking back. Garel, no, I'm not walking back to Garel. I refuse. I refuse. I hate walking to this boss. His areas are so long. I hate walking to this boss, man. He is so annoying to walk to. I hate walking to this boss. Oh man, I gotta start working on my my enchanter a little bit more because hard damage. Wait, when did I get a new sub? Who subbed recently? My recent sub count counter. Oh, I didn't even know. My headset didn't alert me. Maybe because my audio was turned down. Okay, who just subbed? Let me check. It doesn't. It's not showing me. I gotta actually like go and check. Until Sim. Okay. Let's see. Let's go to Streamlabs. I need to check to see who just subbed. I believe it was Sim actually, but I didn't get an alert. I didn't get an alert telling me that I'm at 90. I didn't get an alert telling me that anybody subbed. I just randomly checked on OBS and looked at the sub counter, and it was like, hey, you got 707 subscribers. And I'm like, okay, where did I get the 707 subscriber from? Because I didn't see anybody, I didn't get any notifications to tell me that somebody subbed. So, okay, the oldest one I have to date is 6. So it's 6 days ago. That was the last sub I got. I am at 50 at the moment. So I believe it was Sim. And Sim, if it was you and it wasn't a lurker in stream, I definitely thank you. Even if it was a lurker in stream, I definitely thank you ever so much for subscribing to the channel. Welcome to the Charmander army, and I hope you enjoyed your stay. But I'm trying to like actually check and see who subbed, but I don't. It's not showing me from my stream viewer who subbed. It's showing me the last person who subbed was Asuna. Oh, Susie. Wait, Susie. Oh no, that's just the normal random names that it's given. It's not showing me who's the latest sub. Okay, so I guess I'll never know. I guess I'll never know who the 707 subscriber was. Well, that's kind of unfortunate, but okay. I have 2 seconds and then I'm done. And I'm walking back. Goodbye. Oh man, that sucked. I just looked at the game chat and Negus, you just said LOL, if y'all need some help, I am almost home. We got this, fam. We got this. It's just that we're dying because I'm an absolute idiot. And I'm not trying to leech and let Sim do all the work for me because this is supposed to be me soloing everything, but Sim wanted to join and help out. Um, so I'm not trying to sit here and be a leech and do what other low levels do. It's good. It's all good. It's all good, fam. It is all good, fam. I'll just walk back, even though I didn't want to. I'll just walk back, and we'll get this boss killed eventually. As much time as it's taken us, we'll get this boss killed eventually. I'll probably do this boss and two more bosses, and then let's see. It is almost 8. I gotta get ready to head to bed because I do need some sleep for that freaking orientation because I gotta go so early in the morning. Y'all, even though y'all never known this, but I'm gonna tell y'all now, I am not an early bird person. I hate waking up early in the morning, going to school, even though I don't have school no more. But when I did have school, I hated waking up early in the morning at like 6 o'clock in the morning, getting up, getting ready for school. I hate it. I dread it so much. Um, so much, it's ridiculous. I think bosses are easier soloing during MQ. No, yes, that is true, Negus. You hit it right on the nose. It's kind of stupid. Well, hold on, it's not kind of stupid. Let me think about it. Yeah, it is kind of stupid if you think about it. Because in other RPG games that you play, when you face bosses in other RPG games, whether it be main quest or normal just fighting the boss, it's easier the more players you party up in other RPG games. But in this RPG game in particular, it's easier when you solo it, but when you're getting into a party and you farming bosses or you're doing it for an MQ with other players, it's get dramatically harder, and the boss gets more difficult depending on the amount of players that's in the party, that's in the actual area fighting the boss itself, and the boss also gets difficult based on how many high level players are in the party. So the same way how you lose a bunch of XP that you would get from normal mobs if you're doing XP farms with high level players, it works the same way it does when you uh, and died again. I end and died again. Um, it kind of works the same way that it works when you're farming for XP. When you're farming for XP in this game, if you are in a party with a bunch of low levels, and I mean like starting the game low levels like level 1s, level 20, stuff like that, you get more XP because you're in a bunch of parties with low levels instead of high levels. And when you're in a party with a bunch of high levels in this game and you're farming for XP and you're high level yourself, y'all all get less XP because y'all are in a party together because you're all high level. I have about 130 seconds, so that should be good. Yeah, it's so stupid because I know in Warframe, you get a passive. Literally, it's a passive XP booster that lasts if you're within 50 meters of your party members in that game. And of course, the more people you're in a party with, the more shared XP affinity y'all get as y'all fighting mobs and stuff like that in that game. So it's a lot different in this game, and it's so broken, it's so stupid. Now I don't understand it, but that's how it is. I don't know why, but that's how it is. Unfortunately, I don't like it like that, but it's like that. But pretty much, I think I'm gonna just let Sim handle this. Sim, I'm gonna just stone skin you, give you wind. There you go. You should be good to go. Let me hurry up and stone skin you again. There you go. There you go. You don't gotta worry about a thing, fam. I got your back, bro. I got your back, bro. And there we go. Boss killed. Just like that. Easy ninja solo, boys. Easy ninja solo. Even though Sim was doing all the work, pretty much. I did help. I did do a good chunk of damage. I did do a good 25-35%, but Sim did pretty much all the rest. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna town, because we got a town. I believe I have to go talk to either one an NPC or uh oh no. Is it one of those? Oh no, I think I gotta go back to Garel actually. I think I have to go back to Garel. I think I just did a bad. Oh no, no, no. I had to town and then go back here. Okay. Okay, I did it good. I thought I did a bad at first. I was like, oh man, is it one of those MQs where you gotta go outside the boss fight to talk to an NPCs? No, I had to come back to off planes. So we're back at off planes, back here again. And now we are heading on over to Azimvo, I believe. We should be headed to Azimvo. We shouldn't be going to Jobek so early. But if we are, I'll be surprised. But if we're not, then that's correct. We should, that's true. We should be heading over to Azimvo. We should not be heading on over to Jobek just yet. Hopefully. It might send us over there, but it might not. I don't know. It looks like it's going to send us to Azimvo, though, from the looks of it. But let's see. Let's see here. We got either a dude or a girl sitting here crying on the floor. Okay, he dead as hell. Boy is dead. Jesus Christ. Boy needs some assistance. Somebody need to help him. What's his frustrations? Okay, so I was right. We're headed to Zimvo. So hopefully Sim knows where Azimvo is. So we're headed to Azimvo. Azimvo is a really difficult MQ boss and a difficult normal boss to fight because he literally does almost anything you can think of. He poisons, he stuns, he paralyzes, he blinds. He's a very annoying boss. I know back when I was 136, I remember the exact level I was all these years, from all these years ago. That I was when I first killed Azimvo, I was 136. And at the time, I was a claw ninja because I was an idiot ninja. And I was listening to other players. This is back when I was naive, mind you. And I thought that being a claw ninja was the correct ninja, even though I did took a real good look at the skills and stuff like that for the ninja, and I seen that we get more passive damage increase with throwing weapons, but I didn't want to use a throwing weapon at the time. I wanted to be like everybody else and use Swartz, Waganai, and Ghost Ring slot in Kodachi. I wanted to be the meta faggot ninja that everybody was being, so I was that ninja, and yeah, I was having a hard time with this boss at that point in time, because he just did so much, and it took a full party. If I can remember the party correctly, I think it was me, another ninja, a bishop, and a high wizard, and we all fought the boss at once, and we won. Literally, the whole team was attacking. Nobody was on no particular roles at the time because we got so pissed off from consistently dying. Because at first we tried doing duo parties, but that didn't work. Then everybody tried solo, that didn't work. Then we got all together in one single party, and we got so mad that we gave this man a quad super slap. We gave him a quad super slap. We all came in there and just unison bonused him to death. We all went in there. I Dancer clones them. I kite on no jutsu'd him. Right on no jutsu'd him. When I could earth shake, I earth shake. Bishop was in there with the holy light. I believe that's one of their damage skills because the bishop wasn't higher level yet, so he didn't have nemesis. And the high wizard was just spamming blizzard and earthquake. No, not blizzard, because you get blizzard at 160. That was spamming earthquake and ice lance until we finally killed him. And we was going in on him. We was going in, and he didn't know who to focus on. He didn't know whether to focus on me, whether to focus on the bishop, whether to focus on the other ninja. It was so funny the way that we killed Azimvo, but we had a good time killing him though. We celebrated like mad when we got finished killing him. We act like that was the last MQ that we had to do when we had more MQs. But we was celebrating. We was like, celebration time, come on. Dun, 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 dun. Let's celebrate. We was having a good time after we killed Boy. We was having a good time. But all that being said, we're finally at Azimvo's area. I haven't actually been in his area ever since my phones graphic shaders started acting weird, and this actually looks really good. His area looks a lot better than it does on other phones, because of my graphic shaders making certain areas look weird. This actually makes his area illuminate a lot more. I love the lighting in his area. I love it. It looks nice in here. It is definitely screenshot worthy. Actually, speaking of screenshot worthy, I do need to take another screenshot for a future thumbnails. I remember this is where I sat. This is where we sat, and we were talking about how we were gonna kill him. This is the exact spot that we sat in. We stood on this little crystal thing formation right here, and we was just so pissed off that we couldn't kill him. But let me go ahead without a Zenvo being in the picture and get a good thumbnail going. Okay, yeah, this is great. This is great. This is a great position. Let me just trying to get a Zenvo out of the picture, but keep everything else in. What ability am I gonna use? Let's use this, and bam. And wait till Keysum go. Okay, Keysum isn't going, so we're just gonna go ahead and use our skills and just buff up, and then we're gonna go into this fight. Let's see here. Let me stone skin. Let me stone skin you. I don't remember what element he's weakest to, so I'm gonna just use Earth for just safety purposes. And yeah, let's go ahead. Let's do this. Let's do this. Like I said before, Zenvo is. Oh, this is Zenvo. This is not a Zenvo. I'm sorry. I always get their names mixed up because both of their names is literally the same. So I literally get their names. Yeah, I'm back. My mic got cut off. I am so sorry for that. Boy. Yo, I died. We died fairly easily. Alright, I am back. I had to put some clothes in the dryer, so if y'all hear some background noise, that is the dryer. But, I'm dead. 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 I wasn't even paying attention to the. I wasn't paying attention to the game because I was putting clothes in the dryer, but I'm dead. I went back to town. Well, that sucked. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and head on back on over to Zimvo. I thought it was a Zimvo. It's a Zimvo. Like I said before, I always get the two bosses' names mixed up because literally their names are the same. It's just the only noticeable difference between their names is one version of their name starts with an A and the other one starts with a Z, but their names are the same, so I always get the two mixed up. I always call this boss over here Azimvo, and I always call the real Azimvo boss down at Fort Balloon Zimvo, so I always get the two mixed up. But we're gonna go ahead, run back on over to the Zimvo boss. I was gonna call him a Zimvo again, get him killed, and then we're probably gonna kill Jabek, and then I'm gonna end it off here because I do need to get ready to head to bed so I can get some sleep, so I can wake up early in the morning because I gotta get up at like 9 in the morning to get up, get ready, get on the bus, and hop on we'll ride on over to the hospital for that damn orientation. How I don't want to. I want to go, but I don't want to go. What reason why I say want to go? Because I want to go. I want to do it. I want to get started working so I can get that bread. So that way I can help contribute to my channel and stuff like that. Get my setup on par and get more stuff for my notary and stuff like that. At the same time, I don't want to go because it's so early in the goddamn morning, and starting tomorrow, going forward until I'm done with the training segment of the job. Because I'm going for the orientation and training tomorrow. Starting Friday on forward, so I think about like 2 or 3 weeks. I have to wake up at. I have to be there like 9 in the morning. I had to be there at 9 in the morning, so I had to literally wake up at like 6, 7 in the morning and get up and get ready and make sure I get outside and be on the bus before 8:30 at the very latest, so I can be at the job by 9. So yeah, I gotta pretty much wrap this up and get this all out the way now so I can get ready. Still, that does not mean I won't be streaming after this. I still will be streaming. I'll probably wind up doing a stream because I only got the orientation is only going to last from 9 to 12 tomorrow, so I'll probably be there from 9 to 12, be there, leave, and then when I come back I'll probably take an hour, play something else, probably record some audio scripts, and then I will start streaming again, and then we will continue on with MQ. But I'm definitely gonna at least get one more boss killed before I end this stream for today. And this we did pretty good with all the MQs that we got through today. We did wind up needing some help because some bosses was a bit of a pain in the arse to kill, but we pretty much made it through. We did a thing, and yeah. Oh hey Jay, welcome to the stream, fam. I haven't seen you in a minute. Jesus, Jay, I haven't seen you in such a long time. Welcome to the stream, fam. How are you doing today? I hope you are doing well. I haven't heard from you in a while. I haven't heard from you literally since the time where we was commenting on your video about the updated Beast Knight skills that you had showed. Because as you seen from what I was talking about in the stream, I had searched up on the Twitter page of a random Iruna Online player, and I had seen the Beast Knight video, and you had copied the URL for it, and you showed it. Just so that everybody can know that Beast Knights is getting these skills, and this how much damage we could possibly do with the skills and stuff like that. And we was arguing with that guy in the chat because he was like, "Oh, all you English Iruna Online players do is just steal information. All y'all do is just copy our builds and stuff like that. Y'all never come up with anything for yourself." It's like, it's not like that, and it's not your fault, Jay. It's not your fault, but It wasn't like that. We don't copy their builds. Um, copy their builds because we want to. We copy their builds because their builds was the original builds, and pretty much we don't want to be sitting here wasting tons of money like they did when they first made the builds to come up with our own builds. Even though there's not a whole bunch of different builds that you can choose from for particular classes. Like pretty much every class has their own designated build that you need to have on them at all times. Like for instance, my enchanter, I need to have dex, agility, vit in my build. I don't need to have crit in my build pretty much at all. Sim is dying a lot. I can't really stone skin him because with a Zimvo acts like most of the high level bosses, to the extent of if I start spamming skills on Sim, I will get all the aggro and he'll come after me instead. So I kind of gotta like sit here and let Sim die and try to stay alive while I try to stay alive and heal him. Just heal up a bit, Sim. Just heal up a bit before you just go start swinging on them all willy-nilly. You said, yeah, I've been missing your streams. Been working on new classes. Yeah, I've been just streaming and just doing my thing. But I haven't seen you since then. That was the last I heard from you. I mean, I did see you that one time when I hopped in Pwn Network stream real quick just to see if his audio ever changed. Of course, it didn't change. It didn't change. It's still the same noobish way it was from when I used to stream using YouTube Gaming years ago. I was checking on the stream. It was a stream where he was saying he was hunting for a new special equipment, and he was hunting for that god awful old. I think it was called Old Bone Ring, and it was dropped from one of those new mobs in the new MQ areas, and he was hunting for that ring, and I looked up the stats of that ring, and I was like, man, that ring is trash. It was like, I think it's Pole's Talisman, not Doin's Talisman. It was Pole Talisman that did a much better job, in terms of being the special equipment, a Magic Tech special equipment, than that of the Bone Bangle. Because I saw the reason why he was going for that Bone Bangle, because he was going for the Bone Bangle for the magic attack, but it had that high MP cost on it, and it had that little bit of magic pierce, and I was not up with that because I hate having negative damage skills, so I wasn't with none of that. You said, oh yeah, HW is now 303 now. Congrats on that. Congratulations, and Pwn, yeah. Yeah, I saw you in your chat. I swear, it was like we was reading each other's minds, because I was saying that out loud, even though I didn't say that in the chat. I was like, man, isn't Bone Bangle trash in comparison to Pole Talisman? And then I lie to you not. The moment I said that, you typed in chat, isn't Pole's Talisman better? And I was like, wow, 2 months thinking, like, I swear to God. It was like, we thought of the same thing. And mind you, neither one of us even, I knew that you were watching his stream, but you didn't even know I was watching his stream because I didn't say anything in chat. So you thought, it was just a bunch of random people you never known before, and just you, even though it was a bunch of random people you never met or known before, and me, and then Pwn in that stream. I was like, oh man, she thought the same thing I thought. I was like, cause it just, yeah, it was so ironic. Yeah, it was so ironic. Alright, well, we gonna go ahead and do though, because I believe seek and destroy the humanizer device that's crippling people, crippling Dial's race and stuff like that. Okay, so I believe that is Jabek? Maybe Rosam. I don't know. It's either Jabek or Rosam that we have to go fight now. But we're pretty much gonna fight this next boss with whoever it may be. Not yet. Sim, we're not gonna town yet. But whatever boss this may be, we're gonna head on over to this boss, kill this boss, and then we're gonna go ahead and end it off here. Cause I definitely gotta get some goddamn sleep for this damn orientation tomorrow, and hopefully time don't be extremely slow tomorrow because I gotta go start working. Because usually whenever I'm doing something I don't want to do and I don't like to do, time moves extremely slow, like how it is in school. Because I know all you guys who are in school right now can definitely relate that time moves really slowly when you're doing something you don't want, like being in school or working at a job. It seems like it takes forever for just 1 hour to go by. Che, you said Rosam. Okay, so I was right the first time saying Rosam. I thought it was Jabek, but part of me, part of me thought it was Jabek. Another part of me was like, it has to be Rosam, but I didn't know which one. So Rosam it is. So we're gonna go kill Rosam, and then it's gonna be end of that. I don't remember if Rosam was a pain in the arse or not. I do remember that he stuns though. I do remember from fighting him on my ninja that he stuns though, but I don't remember if he's so difficult to the extent of my enchanter not being able to handle him. Maybe he is, maybe he's not. I don't remember because I haven't seen any videos on him because I don't particularly watch like every boss video fight out there. I just watch some of them, but I don't watch like every one of them. And niggas, you said Rosam. Rosam. Hey yo, it's your boy Rosam coming back in the building. Hey yo, it's your boy. It's your boy Rosam coming back in the building. Bringing you guys another Call of Duty. I said Call of Duty. That's gonna be a meme. Call of Duty commentary. Oh man, that is gonna be a new meme added onto a meme. Yeah, but it's your boy Rosam. We gotta go fight your boy. He's not your Lord and Savior, but he's your boy. You already know. Che, you said if y'all need help, I'll come and help. We probably don't need an extra HW. We probably got this in the bag. Oh, this area looks really nice. Oh my god, look at this area. Usually this area is all bright and blue and clear and white, and it just looks disgusting because the brightness on certain other phones, it just makes this area just look so bright and ridiculous. This area looks so nice now. Look at this area. Oh, Molten Village looks so nice now with the because of the way my shaders are. It looks so nice. Oh man, that looks amazing. That looks amazing. I'm surprised that I'm consistently burping, even though I haven't eaten anything yet. I haven't eaten anything in like the last 6 hours. I haven't eaten anything in the last 6 hours. So I'm surprised I'm even burping as much as I am. Like, even though I'm not eating, I haven't eaten anything. I don't have anything in front of me. Surprisingly, this is the first stream where I haven't had water or green tea or any type of food sitting in front of me as I'm streaming. And usually, that's not how I stream, but I just didn't feel like grabbing something before I started streaming. So, I didn't. But let's go ahead and head on over to Rosam and kill Rosam. Let's go kill Rosam. Or Rossam, really. That's what his real name is Rossam or Rossam. Rossam, I believe, is the correct way to pronounce it. Rossam or Rusam. Rusam or Rossam, whichever one of the two. But I like to call him Rosam. Rosam seems to be the appropriate way to, name this boss is Rosam. Rosam seems to be the best way. Che, you said good luck. I'm definitely going to need that luck. Hopefully, I can handle him. I should be able to, in theory. I should be able to. But, like I said before, I don't remember everything that this guy does. Because I haven't fought him in years, literal years. So, I don't remember everything that he does. But it shouldn't be too much to the point where as though I know HWs can handle him just fine. But he shouldn't be too much of a pain to where as though my enchanter can't handle him. And I think this dinosaur, okay, yep, Madness is aggressive towards me. That's cool. Okay, yeah, that's cool. He's aggressive to me, so let me just walk away from you. I'ma just go ahead and leave now. I'm not gonna stay here. I forgot. Since we're in Port Spargus now, all the bosses and enemies are now starting to get a lot higher level. So now I'm gonna, instead of me walking through areas and not getting attacked by anything at all, I'm gonna start to take damage from normal mobs and stuff like that. So, it's unfortunate, but I'll get higher level. I'm literally like 24% away from leveling up again. I would say about 24 if I had to give a rough estimate about you know, of how much XP I need to. I'm just 24% away from just leveling up once more. Oh, Sim is on his way. I thought he was buying something from group chat, so I didn't think he was coming that quick, but he's on his way. So yeah, this is definitely going to be another easy ninja solo. There goes your boy Roselam right there. Coming back in the building with another Common Duty commentary. I confused myself again. I was trying to say Common Duty. I can't say that. That is such a tongue twister. Common Duty commentary. That is such a tongue twister. Oh, that is such a tongue twister. Common Duty commentary. God, fucking hell. Common Duty commentary. Common Duty commentary. I can't say it multiple times without screwing up. I can't say it more than twice without screwing up. Let me try it again. Common Duty commentary. Common Duty commentary. Common Duty commentary. Common Duty commentary. It's such a tongue twister. You gotta get used to saying that a lot, because that's not something you normally say. Common Duty commentary. I was trying to say Call of Duty, but I said Common Duty instead. It's such a tongue twister. It's so annoying. It's such a tongue twister. Anyways, let's go ahead and kill him so that way we can weaken this magic weapon or whatever. I think, yeah, like I said before, this is easy for High Wizard, so it should be easy for me being on the melee version of this HW. The High Wizard is doing pretty well. I'm gonna go ahead and Stone Skin Boy once more, as well as myself. His stone skin just went away. I can almost tell when the stone skin goes away for some reason, but you know, I don't know how, but I can just feel it, like when their stone skin goes away. Mine's, oh wow, he got rezzed by his drain. Oh, we killed him. Never mind, he's done. And Che, you said LOL. Yeah, it's such a tongue twister saying Common Duty commentary, Common Duty commentary, Common Duty commentary. And this guy's basically gonna tell me, oh, you can't destroy the magic weapon and blah 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 blah. I gotta go basically kill Jawback, then walk up here and destroy it, and then I gotta go fight Jawback again. But anyways, guys, that's gonna go ahead and end it for this stream here, because I do gotta get ready and head to bed and get some rest for this orientation tomorrow. But I will definitely continue the stream tomorrow. I'm gonna actually take a nice look at the screenshots here, because this area does look really well. Oh yeah, this is definitely a good area to take a screenshot. And what am I gonna use? Let me Glacius and use a bit of water proc. I missed it. I missed it. Yep. For today. Yep, this is the last boss for today. Thanks, fam. Thanks. I spelled thanks wrong. I spelled the thanks wrong, but I don't care. I don't care. But yeah, this is the end of the stream. So thank you everybody ever so much for watching. Special thanks to Che, Iruna, Negus. Special thanks to Sim for coming in game and helping me out with MQ. As well as Compress, when Compress came in and joined in the stream chat, hanging out with me and chat and all that other good stuff. Without further ado, arigato to all my little charmanders out there. Keep spreading the fire and the love. And I'll see all you guys in the next stream and or video. Peace out for now.